ಸಿಂಗಾಪುರ್ ಭಾರತ ವ್ಯವಹಾರ ಸಹಕಾರವನ್ನು ಬಲಪಡಿಸಲು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಂಗಾಪುರ್ ಬಿಸಿನೆಸ್ ಫೆಡರೇಷನ್ SBF ತನ್ನ 4ನೇ ಸಿಂಗಾಪುರ್ ಎಂಟರ್ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ತೆರೆಯಿತು. ಸಿಂಗಾಪುರ್ ಬಿಸಿನೆಸ್ ಫೆಡರೇಷನ್ SBF ತನ್ನ 4ನೇ ಸಿಂಗಾಪುರ್ ಎಂಟರ್ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ, ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ನಗರದಲ್ಲಿ ಉದ್ಘಾಟಿಸಿದೆ. ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ಪೂರ್ವ ಏಷ್ಯೆ ಹೊರತಾಗಿ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭವಾದ ಇದು ಮೊದಲ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು, ಸಿಂಗಾಪುರ್ ಉದ್ಯಮಗಳು ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಸಣ್ಣ ಮತ್ತು ಮಧ್ಯಮ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು ಭಾರತದ ವೇಗವಾಗಿ ಬೆಳೆಯುತ್ತಿರುವ ಮಾರುಕಟ್ಟೆಯನ್ನು ಸದುಪಯೋಗಪಡಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳಲು ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಲಿದೆ. ಈ ಹೊಸ ಕೇಂದ್ರವು ಎಂಟರ್ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಸಿಂಗಾಪುರ್ ಮತ್ತು SBF ಅವರ ಗ್ಲೋಬಲ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ SBF ಉಪಕ್ರಮದ ಭಾಗವಾಗಿದ್ದು, ಕಂಪನಿಗಳ ಅಂತರರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ವಿಸ್ತರಣೆಗೆ ಸಲಹೆ, ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಹಾಗೂ ವ್ಯವಹಾರ ಸಂಪರ್ಕ ಸೌಲಭ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಒದಗಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ಭಾರತವು ವಿಶ್ವದ 4ನೇ ಅತಿದೊಡ್ಡ ಆರ್ಥಿಕತೆಯಾಗಿದ್ದು, 2025ರಲ್ಲಿ 6.6% GDP ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆ ನಿರೀಕ್ಷಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಸಿಂಗಾಪುರ್ 7ನೇ ಸತತ ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೂ ಭಾರತದ ಅತಿದೊಡ್ಡ ವಿದೇಶಿ ನೇರ ಹೂಡಿಕೆ FDI ಮೂಲವಾಗಿದ್ದು, ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ಪೂರ್ವ ಏಷ್ಯಾ ವ್ಯಾಪಾರ ಮತ್ತು ಹೂಡಿಕೆ ಪಾಲುದಾರರ ಪೈಕಿ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಸ್ಥಾನದಲ್ಲಿದೆ. 2023ರಿಂದ 2025ರವರೆಗೆ ಸಿಂಗಾಪುರ್ ಕಂಪನಿಗಳ ಭಾರತ ಮಾರುಕಟ್ಟೆಯ ಆಸಕ್ತಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚುತ್ತಿರುವ ಹಿನ್ನೆಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಕೆಟ್ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಮುಂದಿನ 2 ವರ್ಷಗಳಲ್ಲಿ 470ಕ್ಕೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಂಪನಿಗಳನ್ನು ತಲುಪುವ ಗುರಿಯಿದೆ. ಉದ್ಘಾಟನಾ ಸಮಾರಂಭವನ್ನು ಸಿಂಗಾಪುರ್ನ ವಿದೇಶಾಂಗ ಹಾಗೂ ವಾಣಿಜ್ಯ ಮತ್ತು ಕೈಗಾರಿಕಾ ಖಾತೆಯ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸಚಿವ ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಗಣ ಸಿಯೋಹುವಾಂಗ್, ಭಾರತದ ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕ ಮತ್ತು ಉದ್ಯಮಶೀಲತಾ ಸಚಿವಾಲಯದ ಸಚಿವ ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಶೋಭಾ ಕರಂದ್ಲಾಜೆ ಮತ್ತು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ಸ್, IT, ಬಯೋಟೆಕ್ ಮತ್ತು ಗ್ರಾಮೀಣಾಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಸಚಿವ ಶ್ರೀ ಪ್ರಿಯಾಂಕ್ ಎಂ ಖರ್ಗೆ ಅವರ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೆರವೇರಿಸಲಾಯಿತು.
All of you, Union Minister, my senior colleague, Ms. Shobha Karandlaje, Singapore's Minister of State, Ms. Gansao Kong, Mr. S.S. Teo, Mr. Yo, Mr. Soon, Mr. Edgar, Mr. Prasoon Mukherjee, I'm sorry if I've left out any names, and ladies and gentlemen, dignitaries here. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to on this landmark occasion, the inauguration of the first office of the Singapore Business Federation in Bengaluru. This event is not only underscores SBF's commitment to deeper engagement with India, but also signals a bold new chapter in the business partnership between Singapore and India, and more importantly, Karnataka. For decades, Singapore and India have forged strong ties of trade, investment and innovation. The SBF, as Singapore's apex business chamber representing more than 30,000 companies and key local and foreign chambers, plays a pivotal role in shaping this ecosystem. And by establishing its first physical presence in India, especially the innovation hub of Bengaluru, it is sending a clear message that India is not simply a destination for investment, but a partner for co-creation, collaboration and future-facing growth. And to be very honest, when Mr. Prasoon was speaking, he was asking why Bengaluru. Trust me, sir, there is no other place than Bengaluru. Weather-wise or otherwise, we are excellent. And you might, I'm sure, although Ms. Karandlaje and me come from different political parties, but when it comes to Karnataka, we work as one. And I'm sure she will vouch for Bengaluru more than Delhi or Mumbai anytime. And if you're coming from Delhi, trust me, this is heaven, as of now. And a few years back, when you spoke about Bengaluru, we were called the pensioners' paradise. Today, when you speak about Bengaluru, we are the most disruptive city in the world. Today, we are the 4th largest technology cluster, and we are driven heavily by a people and policy approach. That's what makes us unique. There is no other government that gives you this approach. When I say people and policy, we listen to people, we listen to corporates, we listen to industrialists. We try and understand what they need, and that's how the policies are formed here in my state of Karnataka. Like I said, people, policy, and the third important P is participation. So if SBF, if the government of Singapore is expecting participation, well, you have the federal government sitting here, you have the state government here, right here with you. So participation right from Delhi to Bengaluru is here. So people, policy and participation is something that you can expect from us, and we will be driving this entire thing, the entire objective of SBF together with the government. And people always ask why is it that Bengaluru is the most favored destination. Like I said earlier, we have always been a land of many firsts. We no longer position ourselves as an investment destination, to be very honest with you. Whenever we pitch for investments abroad, we call ourselves the knowledge capital, we call ourselves the skill capital. We are the talent hub, not only catering to the Indian ecosystem, but now we are the talent capital catering across the globe. So people working in Bengaluru are working in Singapore, they're working in Belgium. They're the ones who are driving engines of growth across economies. And we have always been an ambitious state. I mean, a lot of people ask us.
In Singapore and India. It is my privilege to join you all for the inauguration of Singapore Enterprise Center, a representative office of the Singapore Business Federation in Bengaluru. India and Singapore are important partners for each other. Economic cooperation has been bedrock of our relations. Singapore was the first country with which we concluded called CECA. Our trade has grown multi-fold since signing the CECA, that was in 2005. Singapore is India's largest trade partner in Asia. Singapore is also a leading source of FDI and among the largest sources of foreign portfolio investment. All major Singaporean companies from Temasek, GIS to CapitaLand, Mapletree have presence in India. Many Singapore companies have investment links with Bengaluru. They have made substantial investments in sectors like banking, aviation, real estate, infrastructure, etc. Growing scale of the investment flows from Singapore is the testament of the comfort and confidence that Singaporean companies feel in India. India and Singapore are celebrating the 60th anniversary of establishment of diplomatic relations this year. I congratulate Singaporeans for that. We got very good relationship with Singapore. We had a privilege of hosting President of Singapore, His Highness Mr. Thurman Shanmugaratnam, for a state visit in January this year. We also had a privilege of hosting the Prime Minister of Singapore, His Highness Mr. Lawrence Wong, in September this year. And also our Prime Minister visited Singapore in September last year.
And our SBF Chief Executive Officer Mr. Kok Ping Soon, and our partners and friends from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Ministry of Trade Industry of Singapore and Enterprise Singapore. And to our leaders from government, chambers of commerce, and our many distinguished partners and friends from both India and Singapore. Thank you for honoring us with your presence this morning. Today, under the theme Connecting Innovators, we are not just opening an office, we are inaugurating a platform for shared ambition with the launch of the Singapore Enterprise Center, or SEC, here in Bengaluru. This city is a perfect home for a center designed to connect innovators. Singapore and India are natural partners. Singapore offers a trusted platform for global businesses, while India brings unmatched scale, talent, and velocity. The SCC at Bengaluru sits at its virtual intersection, an ideal launchpad for regional and global success. Our mission is to make market entry simpler, faster and more successful for our companies on both sides. Our promise to you is anchored in 3 commitments as follows. We will be present on the ground and accountable. We will be practical, focusing on execution and introductions that matters. And above all, we will be a true partner, measuring our success by your win.
To Mr. SSTO, Mr. Mukherjee, Minister Priyan, Mr. Shobha, and also some of the Singaporean business owners who are in India. I'm convinced I'm not asking that question again. Honorable Minister for Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises and Labour and Employment, Her Excellency Ms. Shobha Karandalaje, Honorable Minister for Rural Development and IT and Biotechnology, His Excellency Shri Priyank Khage, Chairman of Singapore Business Federation, Mr. SS Teo, CEO of SBF, Mr. Kok Ping Soon, Chairman of the newly established SBF India Business Committee, Mr. Prasoon Mukherjee, distinguished guests, friends from India and Singapore, good morning to all of you. I'm really very delighted to be here in Bengaluru for the launch of the Singapore Enterprise Centre. This marks SBF's 4th SEC Enterprise Centre after Jakarta, Ho Chi Minh City and Bangkok. Established under the GlobalConnect SBF initiative by Enterprise Singapore and SBF, this new centre will play a key role in strengthening our economic ties with India by providing a local base for Singapore SMEs to enter the India market, explore the synergies and create partnerships with local companies.
Good morning, distinguished ministers, Madam Gan Xiao Wang, Mr. Priyank Khage, and I must say before that I've seen him as a very young man in 13 Talkatora Road. We both will understand the address. So, and Madam Shobha Kandagle, and we are very honored that all 3 very distinguished people have come to this. We are, and Mr. SSTO, as he said, my old friend, not only my old friend, he had a lot of trust in me in doing things in the Singapore Business Federation. I didn't speak Spanish, I never had any business in Latin America, but he made me the chairman of Latin America Business Group, and I think the SBF did quite well with that group for the first 3 years. Kok Ping Soon, my industry leaders, friends and partners. Chairman SSTO has eloquently laid out strategic vision and announced the formation of our new committee. My job is to tell how we are going to drive it. I'm honored to lead the new SBF India Business Committee of SBF IBC. We all know that great meetings don't automatically happen. The SBF IBC was created to close that execution gap, where a committee of operators, and our mission is to open doors, de-risk decisions, and remove friction with speed. So this was from the prepared speech, but I must say, I want to deviate a bit and say the history of starting this. So, we always felt that we should do something, Singapore Business Federation need to be here. So the most difficult part of the business was to convince Singapore Business Federation. And then I had to convince Ping Soon that his money will be rightly spent. So it was, 25 years of civil service. He didn't want that any cent of money to be wasted. I said, okay, so that process was on. And then we, fortunately started with the International Action Committee. And we got chaired by Mr. SSTO. So I had now a partner to fight for it. So,